This is my robot that aims to solve a problem that millions of people face every day, and this issue is blindness. So in my robot's design, there is a use of ultrasonic sensors that sense any object in front within the radius of 60 centimeters, and when such object is detected in front, the servo motor signals to you through touch that it is time to stop. So this is like a first test that I did by setting up obstacles in an enclosed room and having an objective to collect this gun and shoot my brother. So this is also like a test that if a blind person was to get something, they will go through the same technique. This upcoming test will determine whether it passes or fails. Let's test it. So the rules are simple. Some are supposed to set up items around the rooms as obstacles. After setting, take me to the start, blindfolded, and release. From there, I am to find and get this preloaded gun with the help of this robot. But if I touch anything, but if I get it, then I shoot the target. Let the games begin.
Round 1. Fight!
Okay, so I'm going to go now, and you're supposed to set everything up.
Alright.
And I got my super suit.
Start right here.
Oh, I touched the wall! Okay.
They're really cold.
Okay, wall there. Something here. Oh my god, I found the gun! I found it! Okay, so now that we've looked at the robot in action, let's go into the coding. Okay, so here are the 117 lines of code for this following robot. So here, I'll go through the general idea of the entire code and basically how it's working. So first, we're including the library of the servo motor. So there's 3 motors in this code, and hence there are 3 ultrasonic sensors, with each one being valued as an integer of trig pin 1, echo pin 1, trig pin 2, trig pin 3, all to these corresponding digital pins on the Arduino. And there is also a buzzer that currently I did not include, and if the distance is less than 10 centimeters, then the buzzer rings, as that is like a precautionary factor that is involved. So firstly, we go with the servo. We're naming the servos chest left, chest right, and the hand, just to make the code more easy. So here's the pseudocode as well. Then we're just starting a serial monitor at 96 baud, and then trig pin 1 to be the pin mode, which is gonna give output, and the echo pin, which is gonna get the input. And similarly, we're gonna do the same things for the motors, and the same for the echo pins and the trig pins for the ultrasonic sensors. And before we get the motors to move, we're going to set the initial positions of the motors, which are equal to 90 degrees. So first, we're coming to the float of the first sensor, which is going to be the first ultrasonic sensor. And basically, this is just like a normal code that we usually write for the ultrasonic sensor to work. And here we're writing an if statement that if the distance of it is less than 63 centimeters, then serial print the first sensor value along with the centimeter it is having right now, and finally write the servo motor to be 110 degrees. But if that is not the case, then write the servo to be 0 degrees. That means no change at all. And then the similar idea is also seen for the second servo motor, and same for the third one, which is going to be on the hand. Finally, now that we've set all the floats, we simply write it in the loop function. And the loop, it's going to simply start from the very top, it's going to go all the way to the bottom, and it's going to repeat that same cycle over and over and over. And that is the meaning of loop. And that is the entire code.